Hey everyone, it's Matt Fraser, the psychic medium. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit spooky and something that most people are not going to agree with, and that is evil spirits. So I really wanted to make this video because there's really important information that you need to know about channeling and connecting with the other side. And the reason why I say that some people don't want me to make this video is because every time I talk about evil spirits, there are people out there that don't agree. But I want to tell you that from years of talking to the other side, from years of talking to the spirits, I can tell you a couple things. There is both a good vibration and a bad vibration, meaning that not all souls actually go to heaven. What I want you to know is that when being a medium, you've learned this. And here's the reason why. When I channel the other side, I can open myself up to all different energies and all different vibrations. But being a medium, I grew up with a psychic mom and a psychic grandmother that warned me from when I was younger. And their advice to me was never speak to the evil souls, because these are souls that didn't transition on into heaven. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, if souls don't transition into heaven, it means that they did something terrible within their life. They murdered people, they killed people, they did unthinkable evil things. And the reason why these souls don't make it to the other side is they did horrible, terrible, evil things here in this world, so evil that not even God can change them. Now, what I want you to know is that there is both truth and there's fiction about souls not crossing over. Like, for example, there's a lot of people that will come to me and say, Matt, my son passed of suicide. Does that mean that he didn't cross over because he couldn't find peace here in this world? Or Matt, my daughter was killed tragically. She was murdered. Does that mean that she won't transition on because her killer was never found? These are souls that do transition on into heaven. And in fact, if those souls didn't find peace here in this world, they will find peace on the other side. But what I want you to know is this, is that those souls that did terrible, unthinkable things aren't allowed to torture those souls in heaven anymore. For example, I'll share with you that I did a reading one time where it was a murder-suicide. A man had killed his longtime girlfriend, and then after that had taken his own life. And when I channeled her during the reading, she came through and assured me that his soul wasn't on the other side. And after years of suffering abuse here in this world, that soul could no longer hurt her or harm her in heaven. Heaven was a place where she was safe and at peace. And this brought her family so much comfort because for years they watched her struggle with abuse. For years they tried to get her out of this relationship here in this world. And they were so scared that in the afterlife, her soul was still being tormented by this evil soul, evil spirit, evil person. But what I want you to know is that that reading changed my life. It opened my eyes because it showed me that there really are two different worlds. So I want to share with you, if souls don't go to heaven, if they don't go to the afterlife, if they were truly evil, where do they go? Well, this is what souls that are evil don't want you to know, is that souls that are truly evil, that did terrible things, don't transition on, which means that they stay stuck here in this world. There's no actual place called hell. There's no devil with a pitchfork. I've never seen it during readings. But I have been told by the other side that souls that do not transition on to the other side actually stay here on earth. That's the reason why we have haunted places. It's the reason why there's buildings that are haunted, certain places that are haunted. It's because evil likes to be by itself. Evil souls will crawl to the dark corners of the earth. And I know it's really spooky talking about this, but evil spirits will crawl to the dark corners of the earth where nobody else is because evil likes to be alone. Evil doesn't like to be around happy families, people that are having success, things in their life that are going well. Evil souls, just like evil people, like to be by themselves and like to be in their own misery. And they like to bring other people down. So which brings me to my next point of why we shouldn't talk to them. You know, as a medium, my whole goal is this, helping people connect with their loved ones on the other side. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why I love doing what I'm doing. And that's because when I connect with your loved ones in spirit, your loved ones in spirit want the best for you. Your loved ones in spirit want you to meet your soulmate. They want you to land that dream job. They want you to go into achieve many milestones in your life. They want you to have financial success. They want you to have all the success in the world. Whatever your best life is supposed to be or supposed to look like, that's what your loved ones, your angels, and your spirit guides want for you. Your loved ones, angels, and spirit guides are doing everything they can. They work as a team to help you and push you forward. And that's why, if you look at my YouTube page, all the readings that I do, your loved ones in spirit are focused on a couple different things. They're focused on your personal growth, your personal success, your healing, and they want you to live the best life here on earth. But evil spirits want the complete opposite. In fact, evil spirits and evil souls want one thing. They want to bring you down. Evil spirits do not want you to find happiness or success or your soulmate. And it's the same thing. Remember, evil souls are just evil people that once lived here on earth that now are trapped between this world and the next. And listen, some people say to me, well, Matt, why don't you as a medium try to cross them over? Why don't you as a medium try to help these souls? Well, what I've learned is this, and listen, you can disagree with me, but I've learned through my years of being a medium that if God can't even change those evil souls, how am I going to change those evil souls? Because the thing is that those evil souls have to want to change. And if you're truly evil and you did unthinkable, terrible things here in this world, chances are they don't want to change. For example, I was just watching not too long ago this documentary about the most evil people here on earth that did terrible things. And they interviewed these people in prison and they had no remorse. It's almost like they had no soul because they were just so evil to their core that not even after years of being in prison did it change them. But what I want you to know is this: evil souls can't hurt you on the other side, I should say, in limbo, right? I don't know if limbo is the correct word. You can call it whatever you want. Over the years, people have had experiences with negative souls. Some people call it hell. Some people call it limbo. Some people call it stuck. Some call it the in-between. There's all different words, but I like to call it low vibrational spirits, souls that don't transition over or cross over. And what I can tell you about these souls is that the same way that an evil person here in this world tries to stop you and block you within life, that's what evil spirits want to do on the other side. Their goal isn't to hurt you or to haunt you per se. Their goal on the other side is to scare you. Their goal and the reason why they want to connect with you and talk with you is that they want to stop you from living your best life. They want to stop you from meeting your soulmate. They want to fill your head with disbelief, fear, sadness, all of those negative emotions. And what I can tell you is, and this is what's so beautiful, and this is what every evil spirit doesn't want you to know. Ready? Listen to me when I tell you this. They cannot get into your life unless you let them. So what I mean by that is that you are closely guarded. You have angels, guides, and loved ones that are with you always. Your angels, your loved ones, and your spirit guides are with you right now. They're watching over you right now, right at this exact moment, and each of them has a different role within your life. Your guides are keeping you on your roadmap in life. They're helping you to meet that soulmate. They're helping you to meet the people in your life that are going to be influential. Your angels are there helping you through the really emotional times that you're being faced with. And your loved ones in spirit are there hugging you from the other side, being a part of that success and helping you in whatever way that they can. But what I want you to know is that here's where things go wrong. Where things go wrong with the other side is that people think that to connect with the other side, that you have to use certain objects or certain tools. For example, spirit boxes, no. Ouija boards, big no. What I want you to know is that you already have a connection to your angels, guides, and loved ones. It's with you. That's why when psychics and mediums do a reading, what happens is that if you're not in front of me, if you're not either online with me or on the phone with me or in front of me, I can't connect with you. I can't connect with your loved ones in spirit. Because at the end of the day, I'm using your connection to speak messages to your loved ones. When you come to see me as a medium, you got to remember that you bring your loved ones to me. I don't bring them to you. You provide the connection because your loved ones are watching over you, proud of you, with you always. But the scary part is this. The scary part with the other side is that souls can come into your life that are unwanted if you invite them in. So how do you invite them in? Well, it's about opening yourself up and opening the door to those evil energy vibrations. For example, when you play with a Ouija board or a spirit box, or you go to somewhere haunted, your angels, guides, and loved ones can't help you. Now, they're helping you every day. What I mean by that is that your angels, guides, and loved ones are making sure that evil spirits can't come into your life. They can't just open the door to your house and come in and start haunting you. It doesn't happen. But the reason why you hear of doorways or psychic doorways being opened or portals being opened is because you open them. You might be like, Matt, that's crazy. How did I open a portal? Well, remember, evil can't enter into your life unless you let them. Now, evil spirits don't want you to know this. They're pissed right now that I'm making this video, and they're so angry right now that I'm saying this because I'm sharing with you a secret that not many people know. And that is that the only way The only way that evil spirits can come into your life and wreak havoc in your life is if you invite them in. So when you play with the Ouija board, when you play with the spirit box, when you play with something like that, you're inviting in those souls. How are you inviting in those souls? Well, I'm going to share with you how. Because what happens with the other side is it's just like leaving your door open. You can have an alarm system in your house, but if you go and you leave it off and you open your front door, anybody can come in and rob you and hurt you or wreak havoc to your family, right? That same thing happens with you. You have angels, guides, and loved ones that are there that are protecting you always from evil. But if you play with the Ouija board or a spirit box, you open that door and you invite them in. And you bypass your angels, guides, and loved ones protection because you personally are opening yourself up to this. So going looking for ghosts, going paranormal investigating, all of those things can open you up. How do I know this? Well, I'll tell you that there have been only 3 significant readings in my life where people have experienced evil spirits and extreme hauntings. And what the one thing that I've noticed about all 3 of these readings is that they've done something that they weren't supposed to do. They picked up a spirit box, they played with the Ouija board, they went to a place known to have paranormal activity and dark evil souls, and they provoked those spirits and they let them in. And then they had to learn how to get rid of them, and I had to help them. But I'm making this video because I want to warn you. I want to warn you that you don't need Ouija boards, spirit boxes, any of those things to connect with loved ones. And I'm really scared because on TikTok and on YouTube and on all these places, I see people getting more and more into paranormal investigating. And listen, I'm all for paranormal investigators. Many of them follow me here on my channel. But I'll tell you, and leave it in the comments if you're a paranormal investigator, because they will be the first to tell you that you have to know what you're doing. Paranormal investigators keep themselves very grounded, very protected. They know how to shield themselves against evil spirits and negative souls. And there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of rituals that they do, a lot of psychic protection that they do. There's things that you don't see before they do their paranormal investigating. But people who go out on TikTok and just, pick up a spirit box or a Ouija board and try to connect with these evil souls, what they're not realizing is that they're opening a door that they don't know what is on the other side. Now, let me tell you, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you can open up a Ouija board, play with the Ouija board, and can be completely fine. Because the only time an evil soul can enter is if there's an evil soul in the room or in the place that you are. But what I can tell you is, after playing with Ouija boards or spirit boxes over a certain amount of time, if you're in the vicinity of an evil soul, they will try to come in. So here's the reason why we don't talk to evil spirits. Because you know how I talked about how your angels, guides, and loved ones want to do all these amazing things for you. They want to open doors for you and help you meet your soulmate and help attract money into your life and health into your life and all of these things. Evil spirits want the opposite. They want to fill your head with doubt. They want to fill your head with anxiety. They want to fill your head with disbelief. And they don't want you. They don't want you any way, shape, or form to succeed in life. They want to block you from meeting your soulmate. They want to destroy your marriage and your relationship. They want you to have issues with your kids. Just like evil people, evil spirits thrive off of negativity. They thrive off of negative energy. That's the reason why when you're fighting with someone who's negative here in this world, you get drained and they get a high off of it because they feed off of that energy. They don't like the good energy. They feed off of evil energy, negative energy, and they want to pull you down. So that's the reason why I refuse to talk to evil spirits as a medium, because I know that they're trying one thing, that if they come through during reading or try to come through, right, or if we try to contact them, I know that they're going to deceive us. I know that they're going to give us bad information. They're going to try to hold us back. They're going to try to do all these things. So why would we talk to them? Why would we talk to evil spirits if their whole goal is to screw up our life? Well, so that's the reason why I only talk to the higher vibration. You know, what you don't see before I do readings, before I do events, before I do television shows, is that when I'm doing readings, beforehand, I pray morning, afternoon, and night. I sage, I cleanse the energy. I invite all the good ascended masters, angels, and loved ones here in this office. And this is a very sacred and peaceful place. It's a place that only the good souls can enter. And I want to share that with all of you as well. Because the scary part is that when you go on TikTok and you see all these people doing these things, and by the way, you can watch scary TV shows, you can watch scary movies, you can watch other people do it on TikTok. It's not going to affect you or your energy. But if you take part in those things, then you're opening yourself up to those evil spirits. So I want you to know, don't let negative energy in. Don't let evil spirits in. The world is stressful enough. Your life is stressful enough. We have enough negative people here in this world that we don't have to let in evil souls. So I want to let you know that although it might be tempting, although sometimes we think it might be fun to do for Halloween and things like that, don't do it. It's actually funny. I was in Vegas recently, and when one of the managers from the Venetian came to pick me up, they were like, "Matt, we have this amazing opportunity for you. This, I guess, they have like this most haunted museums in the world with like all these things that are evil and like evil dolls and evil things where like spirits have possessed and whatnot." They're like, "You're gonna love it. Why don't you come and go?" I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" I'm not stepping foot in that place. And they're like, "Well, you're a psychic medium. Like, isn't that your thing?" And I'm like, "No, I only talk to the good vibrational souls." And they were like, "Well, what's wrong with talking to the bad?" And I explained this to them, and they were like, "I never even thought about that." So, guys, stay away from those places because those evil souls, those negative souls, they're pulling you away from your spiritual journey, right? They're not helping you towards it. So remember to rely on God, your angels, your loved ones. They know you, they love you, they know the way, and they know what you're supposed to be doing within life. So, what I want you to know is that you don't have to let evil into your life. Don't go looking for it, and evil won't go looking for you. Instead, focus on your own connection using tools like tarot cards, crystals, even pendulums, things like that to connect with your own loved ones are safe and practical procedures of connecting with the other side, right? Connecting with your own psychic ability, reaching the higher vibration, right? That's you focusing on your own personal psychic connection. But what I can tell you is that when you go outside of that connection and use Ouija boards or spirit boxes or things like that, that's using an outside connection. Think of it like this. Think of it like there's a private connection between you and your loved ones daily. Evil, and this is what's so beautiful. I want to share with you another secret. Ready for this one? Oh my God, I love this because the evil souls are going to be so pissed that I'm sharing this with you. What I can tell you is that evil souls and negative energies cannot hear your thoughts. The thoughts that are in your head can only be shared with God, your angels, and your loved ones. So they don't know what you're thinking. Only God, your angels, and loved ones can hear your thoughts. Okay? So what I want you to know is that when you talk to your loved ones out loud or in your head, mainly in your head, right? Evil souls can't hear those private conversations because it's between you and those you love. But what I want you to know is this. What I want you to know is that when you play with Ouija boards, it's like going and being on a walkie-talkie where anybody who has the frequency can listen in. Instead of having a private phone call, when you play with a Ouija board or a spirit box, all souls can hear what you're saying. It's no longer a private connection with your loved ones. So that's what's so beautiful. When you want to talk to your loved ones, just talk to them in your head. Because what I can guarantee you is only you and them will be part of that conversation. No evil spirit, no evil soul. Nobody else can be part of that conversation but you and them. But remember that when you go outside of that source, you're venturing into unknown territory, and that's where evil souls can come in and speak. So guard your energy, safeguard your energy, because when you avoid evil, there's something amazing that happens as well. Not only do you avoid evil within life, but you also avoid evil here on earth, meaning that when you start to block out negative souls and negative energies and you pretend like their world doesn't exist, you don't let them come and have any type of influence over your life. And then as you start to block them away and push them away, what's so beautiful is that evil people who are living among us, they start to be warned away as well. So use that to your advantage. Don't give any evil energy, any energy to evil spirits, negative people, anyone like that. Safeguard your energy. Safeguard what you have because it's beautiful, it's a protection, and the more that you safeguard your energy, the more that you invest your own energy into projects, people, and opportunities that are going to best serve you. So trust in it, feel it, know that you have this connection that's going to grow stronger and stronger over time. And I'm telling you this because some people are very much, how do I say it? So what's the word? I don't want to say searching for more, but when people get into their own psychic ability and they start to grow impatient, start to grow impatient with connecting with their loved ones, angels, and guides. They're looking for an easier solution. So some people think that by playing with a Ouija board or by going and using a spirit box, that these are going to be easier ways to help them to connect with the other side. But in fact, it's not. Even though it might be an easy connection, it's not the connection to the people that really truly love and care about you. So keep that in mind. And in the meantime, stay blessed and safeguard your energy. And what I want you to know is that if you would like a reading with me, You can join me right here in this office by going to meetmattfraser.com. I do live online readings where you can join me live for an online group reading experience, or you can go to meetmattfraser.com and click on tour dates. And that's where you can go to find all the tour dates when I'm going to be in your city. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe because I'm always on here posting new videos and I love you to be part of my spiritual community and be here on YouTube with me. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. And if you've ever played with a Ouija board, what your experience has been. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? Have you ever gone ghost hunting? Has it gone wrong? I want to hear from you. Leave it in the comments. And don't forget, meetmattfraser.com is where you can go for tour dates. So live tour dates and events and online group readings. Because if the dead can find me, so can you. Trust in the signs and remember that your loved ones in spirit are only just a thought away.